Okay, interview with Gary Setchell after Bedford Town won, Peterborough Sports won in the twilight of the summer at the Eyrie. Gary, we'll come on to Friday night in a second, so just focusing on tonight to start with. But a very accomplished professional performance against what is going to be a reasonably good, solid Step 2 side.
They're the acid test at Step 3 for me. Since sort of 2019, they've been the best Step 3 team around. Obviously COVID, I think, robbed them twice of promotion. Certainly playoffs, and even though Banbury walked it last year, I thought they was the best team at Step 3. I watched them a number of times. We know Jimmy's team. We always like to play him because that's a really good test for us, and tonight proved no different. We was 1-0 up. We went in 1-0 up half time. Good goal from our point of view. Great run from Ty down the right. He's got his head up. DS has made a 40-yard run into the box, and him and their player gone in. That's ended up in the net. So that's a good goal from our point of view. But they've had one or two, well, 3 or 4 good openings at the other end, and we just stuck to the task. We worked our socks off first half. Our front three and our midfield three, couldn't put any more yards in, and our back four defended really well. So and Elliott's bounced back from Friday night with a very, very good performance. So all round good. I made the changes probably a little bit later than I intended to, so I wanted to see if we could come out second half and live with them again, which we did to a point. And even though Peterborough Sports were always dominating possession, we always looked dangerous on the counter, especially with Ty, Collar and Brooksy, who I think, if them three, when they hit it off, I think they'll be a handful for a number of teams this season, if we play that way.
You mentioned there about the solidarity in the back four, and that certainly was the case. Okay, they conceded the goal, after 80 minutes, and that was unavoidable, but nonetheless, there was a real solid performance there from that back line, wasn't there? Yeah,
there was, and I thought Charlie and Luke, first time they played together, I thought that was excellent. Luke's getting better and better every game, and Charlie's just, he probably turned in one of his better performances tonight. I thought he was brilliant first half. So, credit to the boys. Great training session. Really we love playing Jim's teams. They test us to the maximum from minute 1 to minute 90. And we also give them something to think about tonight as well. He knows he's going to get an honest game down there. That's probably a little bit more than a friendly. That's a competitive friendly. There was a few tackles, a couple from us, a couple from them. And when they scored, Jim's screaming for them to get the ball out of the net. He wants to win. He's a winner. And same as us, I was desperate for us to hang on towards the end. Even though the ref blew the whistle, we was 2-on-2. I thought we could let it go another 30 seconds. But really pleased with the way things are shaping up. Really pleased. Obviously, we're looking to add probably still 1 or 2 if we can. But we've tried to add 1 or 2, and they're pricing themselves out of the market. So we just ain't going to pay the money that some of these players want. So we'll keep going around, we'll keep looking, we'll keep trying to get the right ones in. And they've got to be the right characters as well. I think the lads we've brought in this year really brought into the group as well. So, we'll keep going.
You mentioned there about Elliott. It's a huge opportunity for him, obviously with Peds being away for the 2 weeks following his wedding, for him to really stamp down and get good experience in the first team goal.
Yeah, well, he had a shocker on Friday night, an absolute shocker, and we've had a chat about it. And tonight, as bad as he was on Friday, he was brilliant tonight. So props to him tonight. Thought he, I can handle mistakes, but he was sloppy on Friday. He was lethargic, taking too much time. Tonight, he was back to the old Elliott. Very, very sharp. Looked like he wanted to learn, looked like he wanted to listen, and I think he got the respect of the boys tonight.
And just a generic view on Friday night, obviously a win which was good, some good goals, but it's against the Step 5 side, so there will have been a bit of expectation there to turn up and win.
Not with the team we had out. I'm very surprised we got a win. I'm very surprised we got anything, to be honest. We had 12 players missing, so credit that we went and got the fixture played. We had trialists, we had lads in from agents, I didn't even know the names. But we had 4 or 5 of our lads playing that carried us through, and that was nice for time. Books that you get on the score sheet as well.
Looking at the lads, you just mentioned they're the lads that you brought in, so let's pick a couple of those out. So starting with Luke Pennell, how's he fitting in?
Brilliant, great lad, great player. See he's played at a higher level. Still got a lot of miles in the tank. He's not, by any way done. I'm pretty sure he could have gone and played at a higher level this year, but he's local to us, so that's worked out well for us. So I'm expecting him to. Big shoes to fill, Rory's, but hopefully one day we'll see them 2 playing together, along with Charlie, because that would be some backline.
And Sam Warburton?
Yeah, he's done well. Being honest, he's got to get a bit fitter. He's had a good summer, but he's normally like that, to be fair, but I think you've seen against good wingers, he's been up against good wingers all pre-season. You can see he can one-on-one defend. You see he understands the game. He's got a good left foot. You know, the only thing with Sam over the next 2 or 3 weeks, just got to get a little bit fitter, which he will. That's no worry. He's played for me before. I know exactly what he can do. So there's no concerns whatsoever there for me.
What a potential player we have on our hands with Ty Lightfoot.
Yeah, him and Brooksy, to be fair. Ty's still a bit raw. Still got to learn how to use his body, but he's willing. He's a willing runner. He gets in front, he gets behind. I think if you ask their manager tonight, you know, that's one of the first things he said to me. I've really liked the centre forward. I think he's going to be a real handful. You know, he probably won't get the goals when he got, but we're playing at a lot higher level. He's a totally different player. He's an off-the-shoulder player. He's an in front. And I think if Himcon and Brooksy fire, as well as Maka and Max and whoever else we've got here, I think we could, you know, goals won't be a problem for us. And they defend from the front or third as well.
So happy where you are? Week 3 this is now, isn't it?
Not unhappy. You just don't know, do you? You know, you can know till 10, 12 games in, pretty much like what we said last year. But I'm happy the way the team are training. I'm happy the way the team are playing. I'm happy with, you know, with the results we've had, even though we took 2 beatings early, which we always get because they're a lot higher opposition than us. But these games and Market Harbour, they're just good tests, and tests that we can, you know, no quarter given tonight, no quarter asked, and that was a real good friendly.
You mentioned the Harbour game there, obviously brought it forward to Friday night because of the weather.
Yeah.
What was the reasoning behind that between you and Mitch?
The weather.
Absolutely, but you know, was it easy enough to do?
Well, that's just you know, there's talk of temperatures of 30 and 35 over the weekends, which you're not going to get a proper game of football. You know, me and Mitch both sort of rung we didn't ring each other, so it's impossible, but I think I rung Mitch or Mitch rung me, and we sort of talked about it, and then they had to sort of get the bar staff and that in, which they've done, so credit to them, and we'll go there Friday night. It make no difference to me. That'll be another really competitive game, tough game.
Exactly, but obviously an opportunity for you to look at, you know, players within the squad in the way that you need to.
Yeah, well, I did tonight, the second half, so that's another good game for us.
Last time before we speak, before the fixtures come out, so is it home or away first? What do you fancy?
I think you've always got to go home, because if you go away, you know, it's harder to win away, and you lose your first away game. There's a lot of pressure on your return home game. So away, if we win it, and then 2 home games. But now I think, I don't know really. You've got to play everyone twice, haven't you? So I just think with the momentum we had last year, I'm hoping if we got a Saturday game here on the Saturday first game, I think hopefully we get 600-700 there plus away fans, get a proper atmosphere, and hopefully we can get off the mark.
Well, we will know at noon on Friday. You'll see the fixtures on Bedford Town social media and at bedfordeagles.net, and you can get your tickets for the last 3 pre-season games now via that website, bedfordeagles.net.